Hello there, it's me, Maddie, and today we are going to be talking about shoujo anime. If you don't know what that means, it's basically anime intended for girls. So, moving along, shoujo anime. If you stumble across this shoujo genre, 9 times out of 10 it'll be comprised of magical girl anime. That's magical girl anime or romance anime, one or the other. Sometimes there's like a little outlier. I can't think of any examples, but like oh yeah, the harems, those are the outliers, because sometimes they're not romance, sometimes they are, and it's crazy. But yeah, shoujo anime. I want to say that, like shonen, it has a really strong community around it. Like Sailor Moon, one of my personal favorites, is really loved and supported by all kinds of people from like everywhere. Like I cannot say how much time I've spent reading the manga, trying to find the anime, actually finding the anime and preparing to watch it, and just oh my gosh, I love Sailor Moon. But yeah, Sailor Moon. I bring up Sailor Moon because it is an anime, a shoujo anime, that pioneered other shoujo anime. And more specifically, the magical girl genre within shoujo. Like, the whole costumes and whatnot, the girl squad, girl power, all that. It all kind of originated from Sailor Moon. Like, you have Madoka Magica, which honestly, it was okay. It's kind of strange. It had a unique plot, and it was kind of freaky sometimes. So like, it was unique, to say the least. What else is there? I honestly can't even think of any other magical girl. Like, I know there's so many. So what is it? There's that Netflix series. It's called Doki something. You know what? I'll look at that later. And we'll figure that out. Yeah, all these magical girl anime, whether like popular or not, they all had like some sort of source, or they just, you know, they were inspired by something else. And I feel like, what is my opinion on shoujo anime? That's the real question. My opinion. Okay, for starters, I'm a shonen person. Like, I prefer like all the fighting and action and like constant fights, some plot here and there. Well, actually, a lot of plot, a lot of fights. You just have to, you know, mesh together. But I will watch shoujo anime only if it like really appeals to me. Like Sailor Moon really stuck out to me, and I couldn't tell you why. I just know it stuck out. I really liked it. Plus, it was already really popular. I read the manga. I couldn't stop reading. Honestly, it was great. I enjoyed it. And I was debating on whether I want to watch the anime, even though I read the manga. But, I decided that I was gonna try and watch the anime anyway. But manga-wise, I'm literally on the last volume, and I can't find it. I'm slacking. Like, I have my collection of manga, but like Sailor Moon is not in it only because I cannot afford all of that. But anyway, I feel like a shoujo anime has to like stand out. Like Sailor Moon stood out. The sailor costumes, the theme of like being, well not being, but like having powers based off the planets in the solar system, like all that. It stood out because at the time, nothing like it had been done before. And I mean, that was obvious because back then anime was pretty, like, it was just coming out as something that, you know, it was kind of becoming mainstream, but kind of not at the same time. But back then it was all old and retro, like Cowboy Bebop, Bleach was around that time too, One Piece, Inuyasha, all those like old, like early 2000s, late 90s shows. They had that old style. And then for shoujo anime, shoujo wasn't really like big. It was more about shonen. And so when Sailor Moon came out, it was like, it was something not that everyone could enjoy, but it was more like something different than like just constant fighting between like guys and like just some out of this world concept or like some long journey. Like, no, Sailor Moon was like this breath of fresh air that gave people another reason to watch anime, or like it gave them something new to enjoy. Like, I have talked to some adults that I know, and they've told me about how they have watched Sailor Moon growing up. And it astounded me because like, I didn't realize like, it wasn't just females that I talked to, like it was also grown men. And they were saying how they watched and enjoyed Sailor Moon growing up as a child. And I was like, that's very interesting. And the even more interesting part is the fact that they could recognize the opening to the anime. Like, it blew my mind how familiar people are with such an iconic series that isn't even really, like, I don't want to say mainstream, but it isn't really like out there. Like, it's not something, anime isn't something that a lot of people enjoy. So hearing from adults that typically, some adults that typically don't watch anime as often as we do in this generation now, it's like, you know, kind of admirable because they saw what we have come to enjoy now. But that's for another time. Shoujo anime. Right. Honestly, sometimes I just watch shoujo for the for the cheesy romance, you know? Like, I can't name one. No, I mean, I can. I don't see, but like the romance ones that I know, they're like more like harems and they don't really turn into anything. So I just like, I don't know, but I know there's I could pull up a list of romance anime right now, and I'll be back. And I'm back with that list that I said I would come back with. And oddly enough, these are all anime that I've seen. Shoujo romance anime, right? So there's Clannad, one that I really love. It just, thinking about it gets me worked up. But like, there's Clannad, Anohana, that one was really good too. It really, These are all so good, but they're kind of sad at the, I don't, ugh. Anyway. Yeah, Clannad, Anohana, Sailor Moon, already talked about that one a lot. Madoka Magica. Yeah, I talked about that one a little bit. Orion High School Host Club. That one. Orion High School Host Club is really, really something. It wasn't what I was expecting, and I watched it back in like 2016, 2017. Yeah, I liked it. It was more on the funny side, and then the romance kind of kicked in, and it was like, oh. It kind of just took me by surprise, you know? There's also Vampire Night, which I also watched back in 2016, 2017. It was really good. Like, the second season, I remember the second season coming out on Netflix. Oh my gosh, yeah. The second season, it was interesting. It kind of like, I personally think it wasn't as good as the first season, but like, they were probably just reaching for a conclusion to the story, which I understand. Has a great ending. And by ending, I mean song. It has a great ending song. Yes, and a great opening. Anyway, Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. I recently watched that, I want to say over the summer of this year, kind of leaning towards the end of summer. It was not that bad. I'm kind of iffy about anime on Netflix. With this one, it was short and sweet. It was great. Wasn't satisfied with what happened at the end, but it's all good. That is besides the point. And yeah, that's it's crazy. I really think I'm forgetting something, but like, I don't. Anyway. Shoujo anime. It's great. It has this appeal to it, and it's just something about it that really, I don't know, it's really warming. But like, sometimes the magical girl theme kind of gets in the way, and that's okay. Tokyo Mew Mew. Okay, personally, I haven't seen that one, and I've seen how big the manga is for like one volume, and you know, I kind of, yeah. Tokyo Mew Mew, that's on my list. I promise. I plan on reading it. I'll give my opinion on it. But yeah. Anyway, Shoujo. Oh my god, Shoujo anime. It's a great counterpart to shonen. It's like that breath of fresh air that everyone will need at some point. Whether you choose to watch shoujo or not, whether you watched it without knowing it, or you watched it because you knew it was shoujo, it doesn't, it all depends on you. Honestly, it's great though. Like, every shonen anime has its moments where you just need to take a break, or not. But like, at the end of the day, there's always gonna be some reason as to why you watched a shoujo anime, or you probably have watched one and you just didn't know it yet, which is the most case for everyone. And it just, hey, you can't really go wrong with a shoujo anime, like, depending on which one you watched. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more of my weird rambles about Sailor Moon. That's basically what this was. Yeah, anyway. No, oh my gosh, yeah. I will see you next time. This is awkward. This is all getting cut out, right? Yeah.
Bye bye.